that long day behind you. Good times lie ahead. With company worth keeping, that'll bash a smile on your head. Come on in, the door's open, you'll find just the finest folks here. Pull up a chair, grab a drink, and lend our stories your ear. Cause we're the talk the tavern. Here you're always welcome. The talk the tavern. Promising beer and bedlam. The talk the tavern. Music, medicine, then some. The talk the tavern. The song's over. Here we come.
Welcome to Talk of the Tavern. I'm Travis Sivart, and my vices tonight for this episode of Talk of the Tavern is Dunhill 965 English tobacco in a Italian Savinelli pipe in the Canadian shape. So there we go. I am just international all by myself. What do you got, Rachel? Your vice is not like, getting personal.
We'll listen to those too.
I've got ice water, despite it dropping 20 degrees from yesterday.
So it's like 80 now?
Almonds, because I've got some almonds. I've got a real craving for some good nuts right here. Andrea.
You called?
Okay, so I have tea like usual, and also my other vice tonight is Hollow Taco and Zyler the cat that was sent to me by the lovely Maria. I love this nail polish. What about you, Ed?
For my vice tonight, went to Rapanic Cellars this weekend. I have a yummy, they call it an 18. It's a yummy blend of Cabernet Blanc, Cabernet Franc, and what else did they put in this? Oh, Merlot. It's really yummy, and I'm having it along with, it looks like a couple of fruit flies, so, oh well, protein.
Well, fruit flies and grapes go together like protein and sugar. Anyhow, Bree says, I have Yo Mama for my vice, but I also have my cherry Pepsi. My mama had nothing to do with her cherry for many, many years. And then apparently Bree also has nuts for her vice. Doesn't mention almonds or anything. And Maria has arguing with her brother for a vice tonight. And also she has Mike Hard. Lemonade. Mike's Hard Lemonade. Sorry, I didn't see the last word there, Maria, but good for you either way. And by the way, she says, fun fact, that polish is out of stock right now.
It's because it's a pretty sparkly orange.
I think it's great that Maria has Mike Hard and Bree has my mama and nuts as her vices. So anyhow, let's do an opening toast for tonight's thing. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's to dumbasses leaving the room. Just go do it somewhere else and not publicly alone.
You want me to leave?
So tonight we have a couple of things we want to talk about. And the first thing I'm going to mention, we're going to talk about second. Warning labels on products. We're going to get to that though. First, I want to talk about an article that, Andrea, I think you found this one, right? Nobody knows. There was a mom in Texas, hee-haw, who went viral giving a warning to parents against Hocus Pocus 2, saying it will unleash hell on your kids and in your home. Now, Jamie Gooch, great name, by the way, yeah, we live near Goochland. It's where our drive-in theater is. And also, I always flash back to Different Strokes with Arnold. The Gooch was the bully that would bully Arnold.
It's also a name for a tank.
What? It's in Different Strokes? That's what they called his taint? What episode was that? I remember the Getting Taller, Only the Good Die Young, and the pedophile teacher. I don't remember the Gooch taint. Anyhow, okay, so Gooch first warned parents about the film on social media and then went on local CBS affiliate television and
They were
was
desperate for somebody that day.
Yeah. Worst case scenario, Gooch said, is you unleash hell on your kids and in your home. The whole movie is based on witches harvesting children for blood sacrifices. By the way, she's not wrong.
That was the first movie.
Yeah, it was both of them, really. Do not watch this film, she continued. Everybody thinks it's fake and innocent, but they could be casting any type of spell they want to. Anything could be coming through that TV screen into your home. Gooch also explained that her family had not participated in Halloween for 4 or 5 years because the thought of exposing her kids to darkness pains her. And the warning goes beyond just Hocus Pocus 2. She thinks all parents need to be mindful of what media their children are consuming. And I'll stop reading the article there. There is a little bit more, but let's talk about it there. By the way, the core of her message is reasonable. Watch what your children are watching so you know what they're taking in. I love the core message.
Yeah.
The level she took it to. Wow.
Yeah. I can agree with the core founding. Like, you should be invested in your kids, and especially what they're taking in and what they're imitating.
Right.
But, it's make-believe. This is the same thing when they said Harry Potter uses real spells. Look, I've picked up many a stick. This Hufflepuff has never been able to cast a single spell, okay?
I have used Latin words for all kinds of shit. Nothing ever levitated, disappeared, or exploded. There's Andrea's wand right now.
Oh, hold on. We're having a wand battle. Hold on.
Ed, don't pull out your wand, mister.
Oh, come on.
Well, that's exactly what would happen if you pulled it out.
I was getting ready, man.
No, we handmade these a couple of years ago. I've got a whole collection. It was me and my nieces that we just took some chopsticks and some super glue and paint and made wands.
Nice.
See, Ed's is also 12 inches in brown.
That's only half of it.
Just a tip.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's play this the other way. Okay, if there's any spoiler, whatever, I don't know. Santa.
What?
What about the Santa movies?
Oh, yeah. So if your young children are watching Talk of the Tavern right now, we're about to help them grow up a little bit.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say, why are they even listening?
Oh, no. We will teach them how to swear and drink and the truth about how your parents lied
About
to you through
Santa.
your whole childhood. About one thing or another.
Oh my God.
Whether it's sex or Santa.
The Tooth Fairy. What?
Wait,
And
Andrea.
remember?
Bestie. Have you seen the commercial for Violent Night?
No.
No, I'm curious.
It's a bad Santa movie. It's just stupid, violent humor. And I'm so excited. I have not been excited to see a movie in so long, but I want to see this one.
Is this
tangent, but I'm sorry.
No.
Is this Bad Santa 3?
No, it's called Violent Night.
Okay, I'm just...
And it's just,
Well, there was the Bad Santa 1 and 2 movies.
yeah.
But they were.
I didn't
All
like them.
right.
Yeah, as much as I like dumb humor, that was not my kind of dumb humor. But
It's like if Die Hard and John Wick, but Santa Claus.
oh, I want to see this.
Die
now.
Hard's a Christmas movie.
Yeah, we're watching this as holiday season.
It's out December 2nd in theaters only. I have not been to a movie theater since 2018. I'm gonna go to a movie theater on December 2nd.
We can take it to the drive-in. We have a drive-in.
Mm.
Makes me sad that drive-ins are only an American thing because no one knows the joy of just sneaking in as much food as possible to just hoard out in your car and not have to listen to other people on their cell phone while you watch your movie.
Yeah. And you don't have to wear pants.
Yeah, that's
No.
the best part.
You don't.
Come to think of it,
So-
they never have craned their head down to check, have they?
No.
And you just put a sock puppet on certain things, and they never know when it peeks over the edge of the window.
It's my wand.
That's an anaconda in your car. So I love Bette Midler. She is awesome. And is she really that powerful? She could cast a spell on everybody through the TV?
I'm bewitched by her every movie, so
Well, that's true. So maybe there is something to this article.
One of the first things people notice about me when they meet me is my handlebar mustache. It's big, it looks like a perma smile on my face, and it really makes people react. I mean, I have strangers walk up to me all the time and say, I love your mustache, or, oh my God, how did you do that? I've had younger people walk up to me and say, hey, can I touch your mustache? I want to see what that feels like. Of course, I was pre-COVID, so maybe that's different now. But my point is, having a handlebar mustache is something that adds a touch of class to you. It adds finesse and a mystique that other people are drawn to. It adds an old-timey sense of fashion that even when you're wearing your most modern clothing, like workout clothes or whatever, it gives a little something extra to your appearance that makes people drawn to you. So the one product I've used since I first started testing mustache waxes, and I tested like a dozen of them for a book I was writing, Steampunk for Simpletons. The one I chose that was the best was Firehouse Mustache Wax. That wax helps my mustache keep its shape all day long. I've worked in restaurants, and still at the end of an 8 or 10 hour shift working in the kitchen, my mustache still has its shape and body and volume. It's an incredible product. And if you're interested in trying Firehouse Mustache Wax, then go to firehousemoustachewax.com. That's Firehouse Mustache, MOUSTACHE, wax.com, and use the code Travis15 to get 15% off your order. You should try them out right now. This stuff is incredible, and if you need tips on how to shape it or use it or grow it, you let me know and I'm going to help you out. That's firehousemoustachewax.com and use the code Travis15. And happy waxing. So
What's really kind of weird is that you get like the one crazy parent or like the one crazy person that's so extreme about something that they go viral. And then people start getting into their heads that anyone that's like in a similar, like agrees ever so slightly, like, yeah, I don't want my kids looking at this because of XYZ reason. Doesn't
Right.
even matter what it is. But you have mildly agreed with them that now outside people have this internalized thing that there's a bunch of crazy people out there. When it's just the one
Well, I'm one of the
person.
crazy
That's-
people. I say you should know everything your kid is taking in, even in their teens,
Sure.
up to a point in their teens. Even if you're not going to stop them, you should at least be aware of what they're taking in. And as for acting things out that they see, I'd be more worried about them acting out some of that shit on daytime TV, whether it's soap operas or I don't know who's out now. Montel, Maury, Regis. I don't know who.
I don't think they're out anymore.
Even the stuff
That's
on The
one time.
View, sometimes I'm just like, oh, I wouldn't want my kid to see that.
This is really nothing new. There's been attacks on Halloween for as long as I can remember. It's just we
Yeah,
have
like
social
Salem
media
in
today.
1693.
Yeah,
That was
we
actually
just have social media, so
Um,
you know.
You guys know about how Halloween actually started, right?
well, a couple
It was-
hundred years
it
ago,
was-
and I'm bored.
It was just some woman who like wanted to preserve her garden, so she's like consolidate all the mischief to one night a year, and it surprisingly worked.
Oh,
Like, it's got
Halloween was
nothing to
created
do
by
with,
the
like,
candy companies.
I think that came afterwards, but like it's got nothing to do with anything nefarious other than stay off mischief until this one night, then like go ahead and be mischievous. And it's all to protect her garden. And I think that's just so hilarious.
There was a blend of a few things that created Halloween, including the,
Samhain in the Celtic culture.
right, staving off the
Anglo-Saxon
evil
culture.
spirits, as well as the. I'm trying to remember where it came from, where the kids would go around and get a treat, but different cultures wore the masks to keep spirits away, and that turned into
Evil, yeah.
going house to house to scare the spirits away from the house, and that came down to you would give a treat to the costumed people
So,
for doing it.
You dress up to blend in, so that you dress up to blend in with the ghosts and goblins and demons, so they don't drag you back across the veil. You leave treats out on the doorstep to appease them on their journey back. And then it came as to the people dressing up. They just went door to door, and there you go.
And then probably one of the president's wives made it official in, 1903 or something like that in the U.S.
Like with the birthdays.
Right. And the Christmas tree.
Like with Christmas.
Yep.
And the wedding dress.
And that damn ring that men are expected to buy.
Which one? We have a couple of them. And I want to read some comments
That's an
here.
American thing.
I've been ignoring the chat here. Lots of comments on Ed's wand.
Well, of course.
A lot of amazed silence also, just so you know. Oh, one cute thing about your wand is Bree says, "You're a wizard, Ed." He wiggles eyebrows.
Yeah, he is.
Let's see here. Maria's...
No one like swish and flick with regards to Ed's wand.
Maria says, I mean, if she doesn't want her kids watching the movie, they don't have to, but that doesn't mean she has a right to how others parent. And earlier, Maria had pointing out she shouldn't let her kids watch anything Disney. Sleeping Beauty was even in the Disney version about a man coming to kiss a woman who was basically dead. We could look at Beauty and the Beast with kidnapping, and Ariel with... Yeah, we have all kinds of wonderful classic movies that are heartwarming nostalgia that at the core is no worse than harvesting children for blood. Because if you've been around other people's children, I think most of us have had that urge at some time.
Yeah.
But they never take their blood.
No, I don't.
They just, in Hocus Pocus,
you meant
they
in the movie.
give them a potion and they suck out their life, not their blood.
Yeah.
They're not vampires.
If anything, they're just sucking out their chi. So.
Cheese?
And if you get more than one, then you mix it together and make cheese. Okay, so
You just melt it.
The other thing we want to discuss is warning labels, because we could point out CDs and movies. Movies have warning labels on them, rated R, mature audiences, sex, violence, drugs, rock and roll, whatever potential triggering things we have. And the chemicals under our sink have warning labels. And our toaster has a warning label to not shower with it. Our mixer,
damn it,
has a warning label on it. You want to talk about that one? What, Andrea?
I'm wondering who was showering with their toaster? Who
wasn't?
Anybody who stays here for more than a week, I'm like, do me a favor, wash this while you're in there. Because you're apparently not getting the hint. Yeah. Mixers have a warning label to not put it in your mouth while it's on.
Damn it.
The sad thing is somebody did that.
Right.
Yeah, that's why there's a warning label.
I feel like that needs to be in a horror movie.
So not that they did that, but they did that and then sued the company. Kind of like with the hot coffee, caution hot coffee on the cups. Because somebody did that.
By the way, a little more research in that hot coffee thing. And yes, as ridiculous as this is, that coffee in particular, that case, was an extreme case. Just for any listener that doesn't know, the lid was not on tight. The water was above the recommended temperature for hot coffee. It did spill into her lap, popping open, and caused serious injury to genitals and inner thighs. So, yeah, we all throw our hands up at that one and frivolous lawsuits, but it sounds like, after a little more research, that McDonald's coffee thing might be it. Like what you hear? Want to know more? Go to TravisSivart.com. Check out his books, his podcasts, and all the other things he does. A little more. It's but yeah, warning labels. Ed, what do you think about warning labels? Thank God they're there, right? To keep us all safe from ourselves.
Let them shower with the toaster. Let them eat the Tide Pods. Hey,
Oh my god, the Tide Pods.
yeah, the Tide Pods.
Here's the
Let
thing, the
let
Tide
'em-
Pods had a warning label, and people did it
They
anyway.
did it anyway.
They
Let
took
them
it
do it
as
let
a
'em do it.
challenge.
Let's
You
clean
warning
out the
labels work?
fucking gene pool. All right.
It's TikTok. Just blame TikTok.
Can we sue them?
It was peer pressure.
Maria says, my hand sanitizer has a warning that it's for external use only. Like, why would I make it internal? Hand sanitizer and douche for all your sanitary needs. It burns, but in the good way. Wait, what? Bree says, what was the latest? The fucking meat with mouthwash or something? Do they have meat flavored mouthwash? Because I think a lot more guys
Meat-flavored
would use
mouthwash?
mouthwash. What, Ed?
Meat flavor. Was somebody giving somebody else a blowjob while holding mouthwash in
Ooh,
the mouth or
ah.
something? I mean,
Wait. I think I heard about this. Was it the thing that like you took mouthwash and you put it like where you were going to fry your meat, and then it like the heat evaporated and caused like some sort of chemical steam and people were passing out or some shit?
why would I fry my meat in mouthwash?
I don't know. That's the
Minty fresh.
why. That
Yep.
doesn't sound appetizing.
Rachel, it sounds like you might be on the right track. Bria is like, no, I can't remember, which is why she brought it up, apparently. They were mixing meat with a chemical that was really stupid. Now, was the person stupid? Was the meat stupid, or was the chemical really stupid? You're not clear. There's no punctuation. I don't know where that sentence is going. I don't know what to think. Educate me.
My meat is not stupid, damn it.
No, it's not.
Putting that out there.
You're always putting your meat out.
Yeah.
There's so many dumb things in the world that I wonder, like, how did we survive as a species? Like, how did we get here intact with 7 billion of us? Like,
Yeah. And, when we have things like people put their young children in the back of a pickup truck and they do donuts in a parking lot, and they're surprised when the child is thrown from the back of the pickup truck.
oh, we did that all the time in the jungle. It's great fun. I'm only half joking.
Because there's trees to
okay.
stop you if you're thrown from the truck.
Okay, I just Googled meat and mouthwash, and I don't think it brought up the right thing, because there's new bacon condoms.
Well, stop browsing Pornhub for your searches, okay?
Okay, maybe that's what it was. I'll just come back to the
Wait,
show.
are they condoms
Bacon
made
condoms?
out of bacon, or are they bacon
Just
flavored
wrap it.
latex?
I just closed it. I'm not going back there.
So Ed would need like 5 pounds of bacon.
No, doctor. I said
Like,
it was a
really?
rasher of bacon.
That depends on if it's like butcher cut or thin cut bacon.
I don't know. I don't want bacon flavored condoms. No, I'll get shit bitten off that way. Mm-mm.
Oh, what is
See-
this show?
Bree's on the opposite side of that. Bree's like, can you eat the condoms? Is the condom edible? If they're going to make a bacon flavored condoms, it better be edible. No, it better be
Oh, that
chew
sounds
proof
dangerous.
because
That's the real hocus pocus.
Oh God.
Not while I'm drinking.
all I know is Rachel said poke us.
That's all you need to know.
Yeah, I don't know what
Google's
it
algorithms really fucked up that time.
Okay. So,
Where
Is-
were we?
is there anything we should have warning labels on?
No.
Me.
I mean,
Well-
imagine if people came with warning labels. That would save me so much time.
I remember when I was a kid, we had a coal burning stove in our house, and my dad used to say hot. I didn't know what the fuck that was until one day I reached out and touched it, and I learned the meaning of hot. Okay, so the warning label does no good because people still gonna do stupid shit anyway. Obviously, they eat Tide Pod.
Do we all remember jarts? Lawn darts?
Yeah.
They're,
No.
they're a dart about 12 inches long with like huge plastic flights on it and a like 4-inch metal tip. We
Okay.
had these.
Mhm.
Nobody I know ever got hit with one because it was a huge fucking metal dart. You did not throw them at each other because they were a huge metal dart. Just saying, plastic bags, you did not put them on your head because you couldn't
It's
breathe.
a plastic bag.
Right. Hey, Trin, thank you so much for that sub.
Trin
Appreciate
underscore
that.
Music lover just subscribed.
There you see
Here's
you.
to you.
Anybody remember slip and slide?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. With the
Yeah.
metal sticks that would stick up.
Do not put it on concrete because you want it.
Ow. It hurts just thinking about it.
I think I only lived in a place where there's concrete for like 5 years of my life, and the rest of my life has been there's no concrete anywhere, so that's not an issue.
You're so lucky.
No, it's just like dirt or grass.
I remember I lived in Mississippi for a while, and we didn't have a slip and slide. I was 18 visiting my aunt and my cousin. So we got a roll of black plastic, like 4 foot wide, 30 foot long, and put
Yep.
2 of them together. The first thing you learn is when you're putting the 2 of them together, make sure the top one goes on top of the bottom one. Otherwise, you go right underneath the second layer. So you've got to make sure you have that right. And that garden hose, you've got to put it on a mister so it covers the whole thing. Because if you just flop it on there, you've got one little trickle going down the middle. And if you're not on that, that is black plastic. You are sticking and grilling.
You know, when you started the story, I hoped it went in this direction, and I have 10 out of 10 review right there. It was everything I hoped for. Buy Travis's books. Where can we find them?
TravisSivart.com. Or just Google me or go to Amazon and search for my name. I'm everywhere. Except out inside your window in the bushes. That wasn't me. You can't prove shit. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Maria says the town does that. They put a very long mat down the tallest hill that has a few bumps. And during Fun Fest, they put the hose on, some soap, and the kids have a great time. The soap would have been a good idea. That would have been a nice addition.
Yeah, very good idea.
But yeah, a little too country.
That sounds like good. That sounds like good, clean, wholesome fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was when my aunt lent me the beat up red pickup truck, and I took, keep in mind I was 18, maybe 17 at the time. She gave me the keys and went, hey, why don't you just drive into Memphis and see a movie with the neighbor kid who's like 13, whose name was Travis also, but he went by Bruiser. It was like a movie title alone. It was like, Travis and Bruiser go to Memphis. Because this was during all the Pee Wee Herman movies and the Ernest Goes to Camp movie. Travis and Bruiser go to Memphis.
Dumb and Dumber.
Ish. It's, you know, you got this meek, shy little 17-year-old that they gave this big old brum, 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 red pickup truck with rust patches. See, my aunt also had a horse farm, Rachel. She raised horses and bred dogs and, you know, lived on a trailer in the middle of 20 acres or something like that.
She sounds lovely.
When I was younger, it was lovely. As I got older, I realized perhaps a little house cleaning might be in order.
Oh,
NyQuil.
but speaking of which,
What?
while we're on the subject of warning labels, that's been a huge thing with equestrian girls is that they just will self-medicate with horse meds This is before the ivermectin nonsense. This is just something that women, in particular, it's women who own thoroughbreds and quarter horses. I don't know what that is, but they have the biggest tendency to self-medicate with their horse's medication. Now, keep in mind, this medication is intended for something 500 pounds to 1,000 pounds. It's not intended for your little 150-pound ass. It's not. And it's just like, the warning labels don't do any good for them. They just ignore it. They'll read it for their animal, but for themselves, they're like, it's probably fine.
Don't put that in your ass.
So they're taking horse suppositories. We went straight
And
from
then we
Ed's.
said that's a load of crap.
Went straight from Ed's wand to that. It's all about insertion, baby.
It's part of the same thing.
Then again, just a regular horse pill, a literal horse pill, would probably be the size of a suppository for a person. Okay. Let's get some closing thoughts on warning labels and crazy people warning about movies. Andrea, you got anything?
Let's get rid of the warning labels. Population control.
Ed?
I'm with Andrea. Blah, 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 blah.
Rachel?
Yes. Just ignore them both and hope for the best? I don't know. That seems like the message of the show.
Okay, now I'll roll the closing music and give my thoughts on a closing toast. Here's what I'm going to say. You point at the stove and say hot. When your kid touches it, you get to say I told you so. Next time you'll fucking listen to me, won't you? That's how we learn. That's how we teach our children. Warning labels? If you need a warning label, then you're not the type of person that's going to read a fucking warning label anyway. Here's to nature sorting it out. Thank God it sometimes does. Because we're insensitive assholes. We'll see you on the next episode.